Alright, so I got a little bit of a upgrade for the bike. These are the custom dynamics. The what are they called? Genesis 4 bullet style. Technically not an upgrade because I already have LED turn signals in there. I don't like how these work. These are the Rogue Rider Industries Black Label Sigs, I guess. And they're awesome. They're really bright. They're well made. I like custom dynamic stuff, but if you look at this, see how the wires are just all separate? Well, the Rogue Rider ones, this is a one that when I got it, it was, I'm not saying they're better quality, but there was a problem with it, so they sent me just a replacement. But see how nice that looks? It's all, all wire loomed and shrink wrapped. I mean, that's just basically just cosmetic stuff, but still, I mean, come on. You got the most expensive, they, in my opinion, they are the best quality, but, they could have shrink wrapped it and all that too. Anyway, let me show you why I'm switching these out. God, I hate that alarm. So anyway, they're white, which is what you want when they're running. Problem with these is when they're flashing, the white flashes on and off with the amber, which I think is a good thing if that's the only lights you have. Like, let's say you're on a Softail or a Dyna and all you have is a headlight and your turn signals. I think that would help draw more attention to you, which it's technically not legal, but I think it would help, right, with drawing more attention to you when you're turning and things like that. But my problem is it doesn't match my lower lights and it looks stupid. So swapping them out for the custom dynamics Genesis 4, because these do the same thing as the lowers down there, and the white goes off and then it flashes amber, and then when you turn the turn signal off, it goes back to white. So that way it'll kind of match the way that one works, and custom dynamics makes really good shit anyway. So the only reason I didn't put those in the first place is because when I bought the bike, I put those in right away, and custom dynamics, they didn't have these. All they had was the little ring lights, and I didn't like those. The halo or ring, turn signals. I didn't want those. I wanted the solid, all white like that. So I got these, and then literally 6 months later, they came out with the Genesis 4. So whatever. But I finally said screw it, and I got them. So I'm going to put those in real quick and see how those look. Alright, so here's the difference. The custom dynamics is over here. The Rogue Rider's over here. And actually, the Rogue Rider Industries one is a little bit brighter. But the one thing I do like about the custom dynamics is it matches the color tone of the rest of the lights. So it matches the rest of them more evenly. This one is more blue. It's like this is probably like a 55 or 5700 Kelvin color, and that's probably like a 65 or 7. More of a bluish tint to it, so, which is fine, but this one kind of matches the rest better, and see what it looks like. So now it just flashes amber instead of flashing between amber and white like this one. So that's why I changed them. Plus custom dynamics has a lifetime warranty on all this stuff. I don't know if Rogue Rider does. I have to look. I don't remember. I bought these years ago, so I couldn't tell you. I'm going to keep them though. That way if I ever get a second bike like a Dyna or a Softail or something, I'll put the Rogue Riders in there. So yeah, there we go. Those are the Advan black lowers. I really wish they would have came out with the smoked ones before I bought those. I bought them because I like theirs the best out of all the lowers. But literally like 6 months later, they came out with the fucking smoked ones. And the one thing I didn't like about theirs is whenever they're off, they're very white. So it's like, you know, they're super, I mean, you can see that they're there, like, you know, really obvious. And that's fine. But the smoked ones, you can't even tell they're there when they're not on. So it would have been nice. Would have matched my Custom Dynamics smoked fingertip light. But what are you going to do? So there you go. Alright, so the lighting is done. Got both the Custom Dynamics turn signals in there. So now instead of flashing white, then amber, then white, then amber, it flashes amber the whole time. And then goes back to white. So works for me, man. Nobody's missing this thing going down the road at night. So the only other lighting option thing I want to change is it's got plenty of light in the back, but it looks, to me, it looks uneven, like, you know, weird. So I'm gonna put the little thin bag blade, you know, LEDs right here from Custom Dynamics, just to make it wider, not to make it any brighter, because trust me, it's bright at night, but just to make it look more even, I guess. I don't know. It looks weird to me with the wide light on the tour pack, and then everything else is all skinny. If I didn't have the tour pack on there, I wouldn't change it. I'd leave it how it is. But with the tour pack on there, I think it looks kind of weird. So yeah, I like it. So it's getting there. Next thing I gotta do is some taller bars, 10-inch bars, probably about up here. Some new grips, because I, for the life of me, can't find this stupid knob that I lost for the heated grips. These still work, but I can't find a new knob to replace this one, so I'm just going to put new grips on when I do the bars. Some nicer looking ones. And you can't really tell, but these are lit hand controls. And the reason I got those is because my clutch safety switch went bad on the factory ones. So I was looking at parts, and just for this left control, it was $149. And then I was looking at, I was looking at the lit can controls anyway, you know what I mean, because they were cool looking, and it'd be nice to have these lit up at night, even though I know where all the controls are. And for both the lit hand controls, for the whole set, it was $149. So I'm like, all right. So I bought the whole set and replaced them. Now it works. So yeah, but that's my scooter. So just figured I'd share some changes I did today, if anybody's curious, or anybody's looking to do some changes on theirs and whatever. So there's all kinds of stuff you can do. So I need to change my exhaust. Those are really old LA choppers, 4-inch, and they sound good, but they're real raspy because they're all worn out from being so old. All the baffling's worn out of them, so they just, I don't know, I don't like the sound anymore, but that's why they're worn out. 75,600 miles. So yeah, I got a new derby cover, because it's hard to tell, but this one's all dinged up. And it doesn't look too bad, but I don't like it. And I haven't found an aftermarket, like one that I really like, so I found this one on eBay. Looks almost brand new. It's got a couple little scratches in it, like minor, but other than that, it looks almost new compared to mine. So got that for like 30 bucks. So anybody needs a stock set of the air shocks, let me know, because I got two sets of those things. So I got rid of those for the you can't really see them in there, but they're the Progressive 944 touring shocks, ultra touring. Yeah, it's hard to see them in there, but there they are. So, love those things, man. They're amazing. Now I just got to put the, this winter, my project's going to be the 10-inch bars, new grips, and I'm going to put the progressive monotube kit in the forks, because it has that frequency sensing technology like the 944 touring shocks do. Which, those are amazing, dude. When I'm riding, I feel every little bump and nook and cranny in the front now, but you don't feel anything in the back, unless it's a hard, harder bump. But any of the little stuff, like little, itty bitty bumps or lines in the road, things like that, all you feel is in the handlebars. It's fucking weird. As before with the Harley shocks, you felt everything in the whole bike, but with that frequency sensing technology or whatever they have in those things, it's like it rides smooth as glass unless you hit a hard bump. So, but it doesn't feel soft and mushy though. You know what I mean? It still feels firm, but you just don't feel any of those little, imperfections in the road. So I can't wait to get that through the whole bike. You know what I mean? It rides so much smoother and everything else. So, and it handles really good now. In the back anyway. The front you can still feel the. It doesn't have the best dampening and all that stuff, but whatever. I'll fix it this winter, so.